Right. Now this next section I have called A Clash of Kingdoms. And I suppose that refers to something that the Christian leader John Wimber once said, that when God starts to work in people's lives, it's like there's a clash of kingdoms. The kingdom of darkness and the kingdom of light start to fight, and inevitably God wins. And this can be seen in Jesus' life at this particular point. So let's start off with Mark chapter 1, verses 21 to 28. And now we're straight into it. Remember I said I love Mark because he just doesn't hang about. He goes straight for it. And here we go. Mark chapter 1, verses 21 to 28. They, I presume that means the disciples and Jesus, went to Capernaum, and when the Sabbath came, Jesus went into the synagogue and began to teach. The people were amazed at his teaching because he taught them as one who had authority, not as the teachers of the law. So I presume the teachers of the law were very dry and dusty, and they mumbled their words, and they must have been very boring. But Jesus suddenly brought the scriptures to life. Just then, a man in their synagogue who was oppressed by an impure spirit cried out, "What do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." "Be quiet," said Jesus sternly. "Come out of him." The impure spirit shook the man violently and came out of him with a shriek. The people were also amazed. They asked each other, "What is this? A new teaching and with authority. He even gives orders to impure spirits and they obey him." News about him spread quickly over the whole region of Galilee. Wow. When I said it was all kicking off, I hadn't meant it as an understatement. It really is. Now, I'm not going to get into the theology behind demons and demonology, because that's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. One thing I will say is this. People talk about demon possession. That, I think, is incorrect terminology. A person can be oppressed, afflicted, harassed, tormented, but not possessed. The devil doesn't possess anything. Also, it can be unhelpful to assume anyone in Jesus' time who was tormented by a spirit was mentally ill. No. Mental illness is far more nuanced than that, and illness affects the whole body, the whole person, their whole spirit, whether it's physical or mental. Neither does believing in Jesus guarantee a freedom from mental struggles. Many famous followers of Jesus had struggles with their mental health as well. You only need to look through the history books, or even fairly recent history, to know that. If you have mental health struggles, that's okay, many people do. Keep going to your counsellor, keep looking after yourself, eating well, exercising and talking to people. If you're on medicine, keep taking it. There's no shame in any of this.